What will we do with this moment? How will we be remembered? This is our future and our choice to make. I am asking you to choose greatness.
Last week, the Department of Health and Human Services announced it would end the use of human fetal tissue from elective abortion for medical research. This is yet another victory for the Trump administration in a never-ending battle to protect human life. For over 25 years, Congress has allowed the National Institute of Health to dole out what now amounts to more than $100 million each year to researchers who utilize the fetal tissue of aborted babies. As a House Elect Investigative Panel found, fetal tissue research didn't fulfill any promises of major scientific discoveries. The panel investigation further discredits the claim that the fetal tissue played an indispensable role in the life-saving research. If the Trump administration will continue to pour taxpayer dollars into fetal tissue research while ignoring viable alternatives, the demand for the body parts of the aborted baby will only climb. Already, we have seen instances of greedy entrepreneurs eyeing the fetal tissue marketplace. Abortion clinics sell deceased baby to fetus processors for as little as $30, while the processing companies sell each component of the baby to researchers for up to $550. This current administration made the right and moral call today and ruled to protect our nation's unborn. Next, it is reported on the Fox News. National Border Patrol Council President Jew writes, against nearly insurmountable odds, President Trump proved his critic wrong once again by getting Mexico to agree last Friday to step up its effort to reduce illegal immigrants to the U.S. This win by our president shows that he understands that politely asking other countries to change their behavior when it harms us isn't always enough. Facing the largest border security crisis in the history of the United States, and knowing the Mexican economy is completely reliant on U.S. trade, Trump pulled out all the stops. According to the reports on the Washington Examiner, Mexican military deployed throughout the country as part of President López Obrador's vow to do more than apprehended migrants headed to the United States, have officially begun targeting foreigners who have hitch rides aboard a freight train known as the Beast to get to the U.S.-Mexican border. Riding on top of the 12-foot-tall freight cars is dangerous. Injuries and deaths have been well documented over the past decades. Lastly, it is reported on the Hill News. The former CEO of Nucor Steel Company, D'Amico's, writes in the Hill, there's an important point to remember in the current U.S.-China trade conflict. Beijing started it. For the past 20 years, China had been at war with the U.S. economy, using massive subsidies, currency manipulation, and intellectual property theft to continually erode America's manufacturing base. It is a strategy that has worked phenomenally well. Over the past 2 decades, the United States has lost 5 million manufacturing jobs and nearly 90,000 factories. After years of this economic aggression, the Trump administration is now saying enough is enough.